think this Pisces card is my favourite, you know. Really like it. Right, 3 shuffles and we'll get on with it. I'm going to change my setup after this reading it. I'm not quite sure. I haven't got a vision yet in my head of what I want. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in this first week of June 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for Pisces, please. Temperance, major for Sagittarius, the World card reversed, and the 6 of Swords reversed. So we're stuck in the last chapter, because if those cards were the other way around, it would mean that we're traveling away from the past and we're going towards the future, the completion of a cycle. And, you know, that would be a very emotional thing, right? But when you don't face your emotions and you stay in the past, that's like what a lot of people do because it's more comfortable. So you might know what you need to do, but you're not necessarily doing it, or you're slipping. If you're supposed to be moving on from something and letting go, you're slipping a little bit, okay? Okay, starting to come out from the cold. Before we were feeling like a pauper, you know, in the blizzards, needing shelter, needing refuge. We're coming out of that, okay? So you are starting to move forwards. Ten of Swords. Yeah, so at the end of the cycle, okay? If the Ten of Swords is upright, we're in extreme pain. That's the most swords anyone can feel. 10's the maximum. When it's reversed, it's like we're dropping that, you know, we're coming out of that painful cycle. So you're making it out. It's been a tough one, what you've been through. Right, this is for your person, the one that's on your mind, the one that you're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in. Well, I'd say someone's definitely on your mind, okay? So I think this is someone that's on your mind. We've got the Star card, which is the major for Aquarius. Full moon is for Pisces. If that was upright, I'd say they're healing, okay? And the full moon card is like a new cycle, but because that's reversed, I think they're in pain as well. I think they're really afraid about the future, actually. They're worried about what's ahead. You know, fear of the unknown, isn't it? And being sad about, you know, what we've lost. It's easier to reflect because you know what that is. When the future is just a blank, like, it's quite lonely, isn't it? If you had like a crystal ball and you could know that you're going to be dead happy again, with someone new, people wouldn't get so down, but maybe it's important to reflect on the significance of the connection that we've just lost. My entire life I've wanted a crystal ball to just know what's coming next, so then I could calm down, stop worrying or stop being upset over the past, but you're not allowed. You're not allowed to see ahead. You know who can see ahead? Loved ones that have passed on. And your spirit team, they know what's ahead. They can see it. We can't, but they can. Six of Cups upright. Okay, so that's a soulmate connection. Six of Cups is a nostalgic card. It's when you feel like so much love for a person that it's like on the same level as a family member. Okay, you hold them very precious to your heart. Like it's how you feel when you've been with someone for years and you live together and you're very in love and you're a team. Six is an even number, you know, but it's about each cup is accumulated over the years or whatever, like, you know, significant, like 3 years plus relationship living together. Like it's a very, very lovely, and that's upright. So they're sort of like having a sense that this is a very positive connection. New moon. Okay, so it's a time of significant transformation. They look back at the past with a happy heart, like good times remembered. They don't look down on you in any way. However, it looks like they're moving into a new cycle and they're conscious that that's what's happening. But you remain a soulmate of this person's. In the outcome, we've got a combination of the Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords. The Nine of Cups is being contented within oneself. You know, if it was the Ten of Cups, that would be about everyone in the family being happy, but this is about an individual person being happy and contented. The Two of Swords is blindfolding yourself. It's closed body language. It's, I don't want to deal with this. So this could be like, you know, when you protect yourself and your sanity by just not thinking about what's happened. When you bury your head in the sand to just cope. It's like a coping mechanism. We've got the first quarter moon reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Three of Cups. That's really strange to me because you look like two separate entities, but then in this one it's like a sense of being promiscuous, involving a new person into the equation. Oh God, I hate that. You know, when someone gets back with you and you think you're back together and then they're like, but we're just friends, aren't we? And they've like slept with you. Oh my God. That happened to me a few times in my 20s and I really don't think that the other person understood like the gravity of what they were doing. It was just so fucking hurtful. Like, I hope this person does not do that to you. The Knight of Wands is like, it's just sexual. It's like, this makes me feel good in a sexual way. I've got the Three of Cups, which is like, you know, three's a crowd, like it should be Two of Cups. You or them is going to be introducing someone new into the equation, and then you two are going to sleep with each other, and I think you're going to find out, or they're going to find out, like, it's going to get messy. It's going to get messy. You know, and there's like a crossover between like a new person coming in and two people who are exes sleeping together. Ugh. I've never had that come out before, but for some reason that's what I'm getting. Because I don't understand that otherwise. Like, that's what it says, is like, they were together, weren't they? Were they together? Let's get one more. Knight of Cups. It might be an apology, but it's like, fucking, people don't understand. I'm sorry, but anyone who does that and sleeps with an ex and then like knows that it's just because they think the sex will be really good because there's all this emotion involved. You should never ever do that to someone when you're like starting to get over them and go back and like, oh, really don't like that. I was saying that as the I was thinking about the Page of Cups as an apology, but the Knight of Cups is like Romeo vibes, like romance. I just think like this person's like a merry-go-round, like they don't understand what they're doing. That's a very like self-preservation kind of energy, and that's very sexual and like non-exclusive energy, like, and that's like romancing people. It's not, that's not investment. And look, they're like looking back. I think they're tempted to come back because they're not healed. They want to feel that sense of love again. And then they come back like all Romeo and Juliet vibes. But they've been like sleeping with you and sleeping with someone else at the same time. That's what it seems like. I don't like that at all. Like, look at all the pain that you're in and feeling outside in the cold, and you started to heal. After being stuck on them, you started to heal, and it's like they're back again. I just don't like it. I'm not here for that. Be honest. Heart-to-heart conversations are necessary. It's safe for you to talk about your feelings. You have to tell this person. Look, gratitude and open yourself to others. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. So rely upon friends and family. You don't need this person. If this is your story and it sounds like what's happening, open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. Okay, so we don't need someone that's using kudos that they got when they were a good partner to you. They don't get to use those partner points to come back for sex or to feel in love once they start to feel lonely. They're not allowed to do that, and some people will do that knowing that it's wrong. They'll use partner points, you know, and they're now an ex and they're trying to use partner points that they built up when they were being a good partner. Why have they got the star card reversed? Oh my god, sneaky snake. Going behind your back, deceitful swindler. Ick. Don't trust this person. My first love did this to me. And he just like associated me with like, because I was his first love, he was just like, but we'll always be each other's. And I'm like, no, you don't get to like be like that with me. You don't own someone. Like once it's over, once you've broken up with them, you've got no right to be sexual with them. You've got no right to pursue them, you know, to make yourself feel like you're a sexual being or you're some sort of like Don or something. You're not. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, mate. Veiled paths face the mystery of uncharted passages with the courage to explore unknowns. Everything, right, is telling you that this person started to walk down. They were at a fork in the road. They started to walk down the path that you weren't at the end of. Okay, and now they're trying to like circle back around, but it's not because they've realized anything. It's just because they're like, you know, maybe they walked down the other path and it was all right, but it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. And so they're like, oh, I'll just circle back again. And it's like, no, thank you. You've broken my heart. It's in pieces. And now you're going to have to just like walk the lonely walk, aren't you? This person that thought they were a Don, they weren't. And like, they didn't get with anyone after me for years. They thought they were going to be some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of like gigolo or something. And the irony is everyone was after me. Oh dear. People live and they learn, don't they? They live and they learn. I wasn't laughing like that at the time. I was hurt and pissed off for years because I was really in love with him. Bastard. 20 years on. I'm not forgotten. We don't have anything to do. Oh, this person's a hater. They don't want to see you happy with someone new. That's why they're coming to mess with your mind, mess with your heart. They're you know when people are the ones that do the breaking up and then they kind of like spiral because they realise slowly that like you're probably the best thing about them. I'm not mad about that, to be honest. They go out partying and the friends are like, oh, I'll help you to get over her. Idiot. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia. No, not even reading the rest of that. Whatever, mate. It's washing over them what they've done. Oh my god, I love that. Self-empowerment. Empower yourself to ignite inner confidence and achieve your goals. Fuck them, whoever that is. We don't need it. Everything is so clear now. They're crying into their Ovaltine, like thinking about how amazing you were, what a great partner you were. What a great soulmate connection you had. Get focused. To attract what I want, first I get clear on what it is that I desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day. Feeling how I would feel. Feeling how it would feel to have this in my life. What I would do, how I'd react, and who I'd tell. I picture it all. Through my continual alignment with my desires, they begin to flow into my physical reality in divine timing. Love that. Zero 707, compromise. Oh my God, that's weird, isn't it? Self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. So in all aspects of your life, whether that's home, work, friends, family, temper yourself, okay? Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best just to move on. The truth will set you free. Well, they've definitely started to realise some stuff, haven't they? But you haven't got to compromise with them if they've only just got onto the fact that you were the best thing that ever happened to them. I don't think it's saying that. I think it's saying, like, you're likely to feel angry, you're likely to feel upset with that temperance reverse, but you don't want that to spill out into, you know, when you're at work or when you're with your family, when you're with your friends, you can be like bad-tempered if you're very upset or, like, you know, snap at people. I think it's just saying, like, you make sure you manage that. Support 333. Growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, and talents. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community as well. Okay, let's get you a crystal. And then we are wrapping this baby up. A crystal for Pisces, please. Malachite for your third eye. Merciful. I don't know if I've got malachite in here. Let's have a look. Oh, dear me. The thing I really least look forward to in my daily routine is washing my makeup off. It takes ages. Well, it feels like it does because I'm tired when I'm doing it, I guess. I've got it. I've never pulled this one before. Quite interested what this has got to say. Oh my God, pretty. With its trademark acid trip swirls, money green malachite is an electrifying mesmerizer with a high copper content. Always good for moving energy and making things happen. Who needs it? The overflowing in creativity but lacking in follow through. The all business all the time set. So if you feel like you got a bit too serious and logical and you need to get out your head and start just going with the flow and getting all creative, Go for some malachite. Where to put it? If you're trading cryptocurrency, writing television pilots, or starting up the next tech giant, try some malachite in your workspace. Okay, so it would be good for people. Don't really know this, but creativity helps a lot with problem solving because you need to see different ways around stuff, different perspectives, different routes of thought, different trains of thought. So if you need to be an innovator or problem solver, this is going to help you, okay? And the more creative hobbies you have or projects you do, the better you'll get at problem solving. You'll build like different schema in your brain and stuff like that. When to use it: when the concrete jungle has you disconnected from the earth beneath it, when you've just got to have the money, the power, and all the glory. Come at it with a heart forward, sustainable energy courtesy of malachite. Claim your success. I like it. Yeah, there's a lot about you can be really useful to the earth and your community. Something that you've got to offer is going to benefit others. You've got a lot to offer, Pisces. And when you look at what's going on in this person's side of the reading, I think I would just move away from it, to be honest. Okay, take care. I hope this resonates for some people. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, follow. Give me a repost. That would be really appreciated. I'll send you some good karma. No, thank you for supporting the channel. It's much appreciated. I never dreamt that I would have this many subscribers on YouTube or this many followers on TikTok. It all starts off from 0 and it's nail biting, thinking that no one's going to like what you're saying or how you're doing things. It's really nice when you get confirmation and people say, you know, that resonates for me, or like, I really like your setup. I like your style of reading. Anything encouraging. I know I don't allow comments on YouTube. It's just because when I first started out, a couple of trolls were like, you know, you don't get a lot of comments though when someone says something really unkind. It's not nice. It doesn't make you really want to open up your comments. So, you know, and if I'd kept like listening to what people like that were saying, I wouldn't have continued the channel. Well, thankfully, my friend had told me to do TikTok as well, and the comments were really positive for the same videos on TikTok. So then it was able to like, I was able to like rationalize it and just be like, that person's a troll. Like, it's not that what I'm doing is not good enough. They were really nasty. They were like, it's clear that you don't know how to read cards and shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck? You wouldn't believe like the things that people say when you're giving them free readings. Anyway, if you ever start a channel, make sure you do more than one channel, because like do it on more than one platform, because that's really helped me. Because if you think, oh, that video wasn't good, but loads of people watched it on a different platform and liked it, like that helps. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's not personal. Sometimes it just captures more on like one platform or another. or yeah. So I don't really open the comments on YouTube, but I open them on TikTok because they just tend to be. I've had the odd one on TikTok, but I don't know. I find YouTube people are a bit more bossy and like scathing unnecessarily. Like, without it's not really like necessary to have that much of an opinion when you're just watching tarot. If you're a tarot reader, maybe I'll listen to what you've got to say. But I see what people write on other people's channels, and I don't want that energy on my channel. I think it's really rude. Anyway, right, I'm gonna go to bed now. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.